And with that, a very warm welcome from Switzerland and very warm Grüezi as well from the land of chocolate, cheese and time-shifted television. And yeah, with that, we want to take you on a short journey how we take replay ads to the 21st century in Switzerland.
Yeah, we brought you actually a video to introduce the replay ads, which we started on the 4th of October. So let's cue the music.
Say hello to advertising on time-shifted TV with new replay ads. Start ad, pause ad, and fast-forward ad. Start ad is played when time-shifted TV begins or a live program is restarted. Pause ad is always displayed when you press pause on both time-shifted TV and live TV. And fast-forward ad comes on whenever the viewer skips an ad break. 3 new replay ads. 1 benefit for your TV advertising. More viewers, more reach.
So actually that has been a short introduction into the replay ads, and we now want to talk with you about what happened so far. As mentioned, we started on the 4th of October. After almost 3 years, we developed the replay ads. 3 years sounds like a long time, and it has been a long time indeed. And about 1.5 years was spent with legal work, because you have to keep in mind we did this together with all the major distributors in Switzerland and also all the major broadcasters, all the major TV channels in Switzerland as well. So, but after the launch on the 4th of October, we could now finally manage to reach about 95% of all the households in Switzerland, in the Swiss part, in the Swiss German-speaking part of Switzerland. And I know that maybe for some of you, these numbers are not so intimidating if you're coming from the US or from the UK, Germany. But for us in Switzerland, it's a small country, please keep that in mind. These are pretty huge numbers. So as mentioned, all the major distributors are taking part in replay ads. So that means that Swisscom, Sunrise, Quickline, and 30 others are on board. And as well with them, all the major privately, independently TV broadcasters as well. René is now giving you a deeper look into the replay ads, and I will follow right now.
Thank you, Christian. Yes, exactly. So why did we actually have to introduce replay ads? Maybe 1 or 2 sentences about that, because in Switzerland, time-shifted viewing has become a major challenge for us as a TV sales house, but also for advertisers, because in Switzerland it's allowed to skip the ad break, or at least it was allowed to skip the ad break, and that's why we invented the replay ads. Because we saw as a sales house and for our channels as well, I mean, in the end, we're privately owned, so how do we earn money? You all know it due to advertising. And in the end, we sell contacts, and if there's less and less contacts, then we have less and less inventory to sell. So that's actually just for you to keep in mind why we invented the replay ads. And it's those 3 ad types that you saw in the video. It's two video ad formats, start ad and fast forward ad. Fast forward ad, it's almost like a little ad break that maybe you were listening to Netflix, a very nice presentation this morning, and it's something similar to that. It's a very short ad break. It's a bit less than Netflix is doing. We're doing 210 seconds, so it's 3.5 minutes per hour during replay. So this is a video started. It's very comparable to YouTube's bumper ad, 5 to 7 seconds to start off time-shifted viewing, and we think this one has probably the most attention in terms of viewership because the viewer is starting the replay session just now, and it's one little spot, and after that he will get the great content that our channels distribute. And the third one, and this one I'm talking a bit more about during the next couple of slides. Pause ad. This one is comparable to just a display ad, but it's almost like covering the whole screen. And why this one is one of my personal favorites of those three, I'm going to show you in a second. So imagine this would be the content, and then suddenly you as a viewer push the pause button, and then pause ad comes on air, and as you can see, if Corona or COVID has something good in it, it probably was the revival of the QR code, if I'm allowed to say that. So it's coming back to the 21st century, and it's a beautiful opportunity for advertisers now to get in direct contact with their customers, because you're sitting at home or you're on the couch relaxing, pushing the pause button, and then suddenly you see an ad of the beautiful destination of Grindelwald. You see the Eiger Nordwand, and then you see the QR code, and you take out your smartphone and you scan the QR code, and you can track that as an advertiser, of course, the interaction, and I think that's quite beautiful. And not only is it the QR code, also the regional targeting that for the first time in Switzerland on Swiss TV channels, we can now offer that to our clients and to the agencies. That, for example, you can target different regions in the canton of Zurich or in Bern or in the western part of Switzerland, and for next year, once our ad server has gathered enough data, we can even go further down a couple of steps, and we can target different zip codes. It's like if you're in a city and you see that your sales in a different part or a certain part of the city are going down, and you want to push your product, you can now target those parts of the city, which is again quite beautiful in our understanding. Yes, and for that, shortly in conclusion, what we think are the USPs of our dear replay ads. It's certainly exclusivity for start ad and pause ad, because there's no other advertisers involved in the interaction with the viewer, because you are standalone. There's no other advertiser around. I won't go through them all, because if you want to, you can have a look at the slides afterwards, anyways. But just to give you some ideas which we think are the power of the replay ads. Certainly exclusivity, then addressability, and certainly also the last part, additional reach. In times where, and we saw that with Netflix this morning as well, in times where young target groups are so hard to reach via mass media like television, like the old media. We saw that especially the younger generation is watching time-shifted television a lot, and now we can get that target group back to our clients to make the viewers their clients again. So and in terms of cumulative additional reach, it's Now it's the third time that I say it, but again, it's quite beautiful because we can accumulate the linear TV reach and the replay ad reach into one system, which we're doing with our planning and exposed tools that we have in Switzerland. And talking from an industry point of view, it certainly is a great way of making certain that the TV industry in Switzerland will still be alive in 5 years' time, because we have seen with time-shifted viewing in Switzerland and ad skipping, and we have to be so frank, it has reached a point of 40% in certain target groups, and 40% less reach, because ad skipping during time-shifted view has increased a lot. So there was a lot less net reach that we could offer our clients and agencies. Also from an industry point of view, it's quite beautiful, because it will save a lot of jobs in the industry.
All right, so as mentioned, we started on the 4th of October, and as a matter of course, there are already some ideas what we have next as a next feature in the product, as a next innovation. One thing very important for us also to reach the younger audience would be to interact with the user. So that means one idea is actually that you can choose the sport of your choice, especially important for the younger people. And if you imagine now being in Switzerland, I mean, obviously, Swiss, our national carrier as an airline, is the most important for us. So you could actually choose the spot of your likeness, in that case, Swiss, most likely. That's something where we want to interact with the user, and where we want the user to not only accept the replay ads, but also like the replay ads, as YouTube has shown us with the bumper ads, actually. And we are pretty much on time, if I see the clock is ticking down.
Yeah, pretty Swiss.
Yeah, very Swiss, that's
on time.
True. Like our trains, yeah. Good to mention that out. So we're happy to have some questions, but I think we're running out of time, and René and me, we're sticking around today and tomorrow, so whenever you have questions to that, to the very innovative replay ads, just do not hesitate to come to us.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a question.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Why did the platform distributors like Swisscom actually agree to this? Because part of the consumer experience of replay TV is not getting ads.
Yeah.
How did you convince them to come along with this?
Okay, so obviously we're very charming, as you can see, so we tried our very best. No, but no kidding. I mean, for Swisscom and Sunrise and Quickline, there's also the threat that the younger audience is somehow ignoring them and switching to other platforms as well, so like streaming platforms. So for them, it was also a good way to actually get to the younger audience with us with an innovative ad format like the replay ads. So that convinced them quite well.
So were they worried that your health would be damaged, therefore their health?
Pardon me?
Were they worried that if your health is damaged, theirs would be? Is that the...
Yeah, exactly, because they're providing the signal. So that means if we're losing broadcasters in Switzerland, then actually it's less attractive for Swisscom and Sunrise providing the signal. So it will be much more likely for the younger audience, but the other audience as well, to switch to different kind of streaming or to different platforms.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So we got 1 minute left, but I can see already there's someone waiting that we finish our presentation. So as mentioned, we're here, so just approach us.
Is the system an open system? Do you have an ESP, or is it just bookable, the assets through you?
No, it's an open system. Actually, it's pretty much a state-of-the-art ad server, which we programmed. So it's pretty new. So it's not something we took out of a box and implemented. We developed it for more than a year, actually. Yeah. Together with the signal providers, so the distributors, the channels, broadcasters, and us as a media sales house. And
then there might be a white label solution in the future, but
yeah, yeah, we're open for that because, as you know, I mean, we've done now the work. So yeah, that would be an interesting, innovative future.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Like you said.
Thank you guys.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.